Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Zakir Naik. My question is, there are many hate preacher missionaries on the YouTube who are always making bad, misleading videos on Islam and spreading lies against Islam. Most of them are Christian missionaries and atheists and others. For example, they talk bad about our beloved Prophet Muhammad, like multiple wives, and make fun of the age of Aisha radiallahu anha. And they also say the Quran is corrupted because they say there are different Qurans and many other misleading things. They are offending many Muslims who watch those videos. And they are trying to create confusion and make doubts in less knowledgeable Muslims and giving negative thoughts to those who want to learn Islam. And it is getting ridiculous. If you want, I can tell you their channel names. So please, can you say something about these and tell some solutions? Assalamu alaikum. I'm aware that there are many YouTube channels, there are Facebook pages, also on Instagram, and many social media platforms which are mainly attacking Islam and spreading misconceptions about Islam. I'm aware of it. I can give you more names than what you can give me. Regarding what is the solution? The solution for this is that we should not make these channels popular by naming them. The moment we name them, they get more traffic, and this is what they want. One of the main reasons that they are criticizing Islam is because they want to make fast money. The moment they start criticizing Islam, we find many Muslims making a lot of noise against them. They get free publicity. Number one is we should not give them free publicity. Number one, very important. The moment we give them free publicity, this is what they want. And they'll keep on continuing because they get more traffic, they'll get more ads, they'll get more money. Number one is not to give them publicity. How should we reply to them? The best is you make the replies to these misconceptions and these allegations common. For example, if you go to my website, zakirnaik.com, you'll find there's a question and answer session. And in the question and answer session, if you click, there are two types of questions: the most common questions and open question and answer session. The open question and answer session deals with the questions asked to me after the lectures, and the common questions are those questions that I have selected and replied to. The first set is the most common question asked by non-Muslims. These are the general questions which I've discussed earlier regarding jihad, Muslims are fundamentalists, Muslims are terrorists, why does Islam permit a man to have more than one wife, why Islam permits the eating of non-veg, etc., etc. The next set of questions is the common questions asked by non-Muslims who have some knowledge of Islam. This set of questions deals with the question you're talking about. In the second set of questions, the 20 most common questions asked by non-Muslims who have some knowledge of Islam is that they quote certain things from the Quran or from the Hadith and they try and malign Islam, like as you mentioned that Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam had multiple wives, and the reply is given there. The reply to the allegation that Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam knows Billah, was a sex maniac, knows Billah, and he had multiple wives. I've given the reply in detail, talking about the reason why he married each of his wife, our Ummahatul Mu'mineen, the reason behind it, and what was the logic, and what was the benefit for humanity. I've even replied the question regarding the age of the wife of Prophet Muhammad, that Aisha radiallahu anha, and how is it logically correct. Regarding a question that there are many versions of the Quran and the Quran is not the word of God, even that has been handled by me. All these questions and many more are there in detail. So for you, the best is go to my website and download these answers. You can copy them, stick paste it, go to the channel and give the reply. We should not give them free publicity, but these questions have been answered in detail with reason, logic, science, quoting the Quran, the Hadith, quoting the scriptures of the other religions, the Bible, the Vedas, and it's in detail. Any logical, unbiased person, whether Muslim or non-Muslim, reads the answers, he'll be convinced with the replies. What we should do, we should make these websites giving replies to these allegations more common, rather than making those websites which are attacking Islam, making them famous. We should avoid mentioning their name. And as a policy, we find that there are many of the non-Muslims who are attacking the da'is who are famous. And if you go on the net and if you type on the Google, there are approximately 12 million sites which have my name, out of which there will be about 10% that are against me. If 90% are in my favor, approximately 10% are against me. So if there are 12 million sites which have my information, 10% is 1.2 million. So more than a million sites or million places people have spoken against me. It's practically impossible to pick each of them and reply. And this is what they want. If we do that, we will stop promoting the positive aspects of Islam. There are many people who tell me, why don't you debate with this person who has criticized you? Why don't you debate with that person who has criticized you? If I start answering them, it will prevent me from doing the positive work for Islam by giving the replies to the other questions. I've already replied to the allegation. Most of them have been replied. Only thing you have to do is go and search for it on the YouTube or on the Facebook or on the other social media, and it's available. And even if it's not important that we reply to each and every of their stupid argument. Many of the arguments are illogical. Any logical person can realize that these are fabrications. So if there was a time earlier, that is in the early 90s when internet was new and when people wrote against Islam, one of our main activity was to reply to these allegations. But when it started becoming enormous in hundreds of thousands and millions, then we will not be able to do any other work. We will not be able to complete replying. So that's the reason as a policy, we stopped replying to these allegations. But whatever a comment has been replied on the website is replied in the question and answer session after my lectures, and that is sufficient. For more details, you can surely browse to the answers in the Q&A session of my website, and inshallah that will give you a lot of information. You can go to my YouTube channel, and there itself there are more than 2,000 videos that have been uploaded, and many of them have the reply to the allegations that the non-Muslim make against Islam. Hope that answers the question.